Well, Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to PowerPoints. I want to personally invite you tonight at 7:45 Central Time to the House of David here in Fairland, Oklahoma. Come to House of David, enjoy our praise, our worship, and enjoy an encouraging prophetic word that I'm sure will bless and transform your life. If you can't join us here live, join us online on the One New Man Network, 7:45 Central. Log on, and you can also get free the One New Man app. I've got a word that I spoke, and I feel led to mention this. It's called, the title of the message, I think we'll put it up on the screen here. It's called The Last Fisherman. I would order this message. This was a real powerful message. It was several weeks ago, but I think if you haven't heard this message, this would be one where you might want to order the DVD and watch it. And this is like one where you might want to have some people over to your house. It's just a powerful message about what God's doing today. I'm going to deal with a subject on this Shabbat, and I'm just following some notes that came from a program I had in 2001, 15 years ago. It was called the Daily Devotional, Daily D's. But this is Paul speaking to Timothy, and so I'm reading some of these notes, and I was very bold on my. I was more bold then about the way I would speak about stuff. It's funny how the Lord has mellowed. I don't think I'm compromised, but I'm definitely a little bit more user-friendly than I was 14, 15 years ago. But these are things people don't want to talk about, so I'm going to talk to you about it in 15 years of experience. But they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as there also was. So what he's saying is that he's actually using names. He's saying Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses. They resisted the truth, and they were men of corrupt minds and concerning the faith. And a lot of times people use the word reprobate. And I have watched believers that have, in hindsight, they have resisted the truth. And I'm talking about over time. They'll fall, they'll resist the truth, they'll become corrupt, backslide, and then they get into this reprobate state where even when you say, well, let's go and try to talk to them, they absolutely make no sense, and there's no place to be able to connect with them. So you could say, well, Rabbi, why are you bringing this up on Shabbat? I'm bringing this up on Shabbat is because, for me personally, one of the whole reasons that I keep Shabbat is, and I don't mean to sound like, oh, you're just an old school old man. Well, I am getting older and I am old school, but this is wisdom. One of the first things that happens before you resist the truth and you become corrupt and get a reprobate mind is your attendance to church falls off. Because the word says that you are to not forsake the assembly, even that much more so as you see the time approaching. So the reason I'm mentioning this is I'm looking back of the ones that I have seen, and I have seen several people who were on fire for God and back when these were done and are not walking with the Lord today. But what happened is they got offended, quit attending church, couldn't speak truth, got corrupt, and now that you couldn't straighten them out with a sledgehammer. Well, how do you resist that? Because you and I should be saying, I don't want that to happen to me, because it could happen to anyone. Well, the key is you need a disciplined life, and you need to make sure that you're worshiping, you're praising, and you're attending church with a pure heart. And then when you go, whether it's on Sunday and Wednesday, like for us, it's Wednesday, Friday, when you're there and the opportunity to repent is there and to be refreshed, you need to be doing that. You need to keep your tithes, your offering, your teruma, your special feast offerings. All those things need to be up, and you need to be bringing them cheerfully. Because when you start finding yourself not being able to give cheerfully, something like a bitter root is set in. So this type of thing that Paul's telling Timothy, he wanted him to be aware of it, is like, I'm bringing it 15 years later. How does it happen? Church attendance falls off. So you need to be in the house of God. You need to be in fellowship. So join us tonight here at House of David. God bless you. Love you. Shabbat Shalom.